I'm just gonna turn off Beetlejuice there. I was just going getting something to drink to keep me, since I'll be having such a workout here playing Skyward Sword. um, Swinging my arms around. Hey, Fairy, it's great to see you. Get past this junk here. We're going to be playing with the motion controls again today, since they were so fun the last time, or since I've been enjoying them actually more than the I've been enjoying them more than the button controls. Sorry, I did that thing again where I ran up the stairs. I don't know why I keep doing it. I swear, there's something about that stairs. I can walk for hours and I'll be like, no, not a bother, I'll walk from one end of the country to the next, and probably, or at least from one end of the city to the next. But that one stairs up to here, up to the mezzanine, to be so fancy, like Dr. Fraser Crane. That one stairs coming up here is like, I don't know whether it's about how steep it is, or just the fact that I just come up the stairs too fast. Because it is quite a steep incline. I think it's steeper than a 45-degree angle. Hey Katie, it's great to see you. We've got quite a crowd here today, right? But yeah, that one stairs, I'm just like, what the hell? Just completely takes it out of me. I'm looking over at the preview screen. I'm hoping that we have no issues today with frames getting choppy or anything like that, because that really kind of put a damper on things when we were playing WarioWare. No, not WarioWare, we were playing Super Mario Party. That really put a dampener on things. Thank you, Furry. Yep, that'll be great. I was just going to say, if he could kind of just let me know how things are going, that'd be fantastic. And then I can always make a judgment call. If things aren't that bad, and I'm in the swing of things, then I'll just, what's he talking about? He's like, I'm worried about Zelda. By the way, that sword of yours looks pretty neat. Something else I could do. Wait, maybe there is. Get a shield and come back here. Oh, yeah. This thing that I never do, right? Defense. Oh, I don't have a shield. Where is my shield? So yeah, that put a dampener on things on Super Mario Party. We still had a good time at the end of the day. I'd love to do more of that challenge road thing, just because it was fun. But I think it's time to... And that's kind of why I never ended up doing Skyward Sword then, because I was kind of like... It just kind of bothered me so much, but I'm really happy to be playing... I never thought I'd seeded... I never thought there'd be a day where I'm so happy to be playing Skyward Sword again. I have such this has become such a love-hate relationship. Paro. Wonder where she's gone. So worried. Yeah, calm down, dear. How can I relax when you're spending all me hard-earned cash? This is another NPC where I need to whip out my Conan will be all over him screenshot from that Ace Attorney thing. That's still so funny. Fury, do you remember that? The conversation that we were having about the Pokemon tier list, and then I got that bot on Twitter to turn it into a Phoenix Wright courtroom scene or whatever. It's and you see Phoenix talking about Samson Oak or whatever. It's just really funny. And then Edgeworth, Edgeworth wades in on the debate about which of the Pokemon men are the most hot. No. Do you mind helping me look for her? What's in it for me? Somewhere in the southwestern sky. Alright, yeah, whatever. What's new, right? Link just being used as a general dog's body for all of these locals. So let's have a look here at our map. We can put a marker. Which one is the colorful island? No, that's not it. That's where we're going next. This one? Isn't that where it just was? I also need to, like, get used to using the thing again. Oh, there it is, over there, okay. This definitely feels, like, so much better than the button controls. And, like, I think, like, what it is this game is just, like, meant to, like, the game is designed to be played with motion controls at the end of the day. Like, that's just the way it's meant to be, and I think that's why, like, even though, like, I didn't like playing this on the Wii, I found it really irksome. I think now that, like, the motion technology is better, like, this is the way the game is meant to be played. But yeah, I'm actually, like, I really enjoyed it the last time we played this, when we did that, like, fire dungeon or whatever. See, this is what we need to do here. So is she here? Like, on this weird... Well, there's someone here. He's like some sort of god or something. Ugh. I bet you're wondering what I'm doing here. No, I'm wondering what I'm doing here with you, more so. Doing everything I can to make people's dreams come true. So what do you do? Yeah, let's humor him, right? Yes. A fun, fun, fun place. My top is made out of rubber, my bottom is made out of springs. Fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Yeah, whatever. Win the rupees. What do we even do here? Like, I don't know. She's not here anyway. He probably, like, did something untoward with her or something. Is she on, like, that weird little island underneath? No, that's just, like, a chest. Some sort of chest thing. She must be, like, on one of these small little piss islands, so... How can I zoom in? I can zoom in. She must be, like, on one of these, like, weird places, so I'd imagine. One of these, like, small little rocks out in the middle of the sky. Yeah, I would do everything I could to wake up as well. I, like, had the weirdest dream, like, the other night. Well, I have, like, dreams. I know everyone dreams a lot, right? That doesn't make sense to say, like, oh, I dream a lot, other people don't dream a lot, because everyone does. Maybe she's on this island. But I seem to, like, dream... Whoa, I forgot to press the button. I saw her, though. I seem to, like, have, like, multiple dreams that I remember in the course of one night, is what I mean. She's here with this, like, sick-looking tauntaun here.
Wow.
Oh, it's her, Oriel, the most forgettable girl in Skyloft. Someone managed to make a crash landing. Needs medicine. It has to be bird medicine. Yeah, sure, why not? But I seem to have, like, there are nights when I have, like, just dream after dream, like 5 dreams in a row, and I can remember them when I I remember myself, or I perceive myself experiencing them, I suppose is the best way to say it, you know? Yeah, sure. He's just that guy, that guy that we were just talking to. But like one of the dreams that, I'm gonna like try and get into this, this thing here. One of the dreams that I had the other night, like, for some reason I was in some sort of, like, area with rocks and foliage or something like that. It was, like, some kind of, like, place like that. But, like, I was trying to, like, crawl into some sort of crevice where there was a... I was trying to, like, fall into some sort of crevice, or crawl into some sort of crevice where... under this giant boulder, and when I say, like, giant boulder, I really mean this thing was, like, would have been, like, probably about, like, 10 meters long, this enormous slab of rock, like, something out of Breath of the Wild or something like that. Mushroom spores, okay, fair enough. And we got a bottle, too, okay, well, that's convenient. Nice one. So, like... And I remember, like, there was this one... I never get, like, scared in my dreams. Like, even if, like, stuff happens that's, like, theoretically scary or theoretically, like, frightening or whatever, I never actually end up feeling afraid, you know? Which I suppose is a good thing. A lot of people have nightmares and they end up, like, feeling scared or distressed by them or... you know, but thankfully that doesn't seem to happen to me. Even if something kind of like harrowing or distressing is happening in the dream, I never really feel scared, you know. I'm just like, oh, this is happening now. And like one of the things that happened in like this dream that I was having was that when I was like crawling in under this rock to try and get through to the other side, like, I got stuck. I started getting stuck, and I could feel, like, the pressure of the boat, like, the ground. Like, I could feel, like, the pressure of getting stuck, like, with my back up against the bottom of the boulder and my chest down on the ground. And I could feel myself, like, being stuck and not being able to move, not even being able to, like, retreat and get back out of the weird crevice, or whatever I should call it, you know? And, like, obviously that was something that was quite distressing because, like, you're on your own and you're like, I could die here or something like that. But, you know, what I remember thinking is like, oh, I guess what I need to do... It was almost like it was a video game or something. It was like, I guess what I need to do is do this first from the other side so that then this boulder is gone and I'm able to make it through here or something like that. Like, something needs to break or move this giant slab of rock or whatever, so... There's 10 gratitude crystals for you. I wonder, like, when's the next reward we get from Batro? I might, like, go back there now and see what the story is. I might actually go to the pumpkin the pumpkin place and see if there's anything else that we can do there. You know, I might as well. But yeah, that was like one of the dreams that I had. It was really quite strange. I have like other dreams that I'm like, that'd actually be a great... That are like a story, where they really do feel like a story, you know? Like, I have dreams sometimes where I'm like, that's really cool. And like, I very regularly have dreams that involve like the concept of like alternate realities, or like the concept of like alternate realities or wherever or whatever, where people are like in like people are like having some sort of like alternate reality experience, or they don't really exist or something like that. And then where's the pumpkin? Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's not the pumpkin. Where is it? Did I go past it? Oh no, here it is. It's like lurking here in the cloud. Or like where people are coexisting in like two different realities at once or something like that, like the Matrix or something like that, you know. And that's pretty cool. And then I wake up and I'm like, that's a really cool story. I actually enjoy the dreams a lot. I'm like, this is really fascinating. So, you know, you always have dreams like that. Yeah, it's cool. I find like obviously when I remember when I kind of experience my dreams in a, like when I kind of consciously experience the fact that I'm dreaming, I think that's like the best way to describe it, you know, when you're actually consciously aware that you're dreaming. This guy's after thinking up another task for us. Help pick the pie trumped through the pumpkin patch. Yeah, whatever. I find that like the nights that I experience dreaming more regularly are obviously if I'm not sleeping very well, you know. I'm habitually like an extremely light sleeper as is, which is probably the contributing factor to me experiencing my dreams so regularly, is that like I'm such a light sleeper that I probably very rarely get into this sort of deep sleep, you know, where I'm not conscious of the dreams that I'm having. You know, but I'm constantly on the precipice between wake and sleep. It's alright, I'm a big, strong boy. Carry 5 pumpkins at once? Where do I need to bring them? them from here to over there. Ugh. It'll be fine. This is pretty much just like a balancing thing, isn't it? Good luck. Yeah, that's probably what it... Oh. Get ready for me to, like, fail spectacularly at this. Oh. How do we, like, get down there? I'm, like, playing with the inertia here. I feel like I'm doing this, like, really badly or something. I'm not confident with this whatsoever. I'm like... How do people, like, speed run this? Well, I suppose if they'd only do it in, like, 100% speed runs or whatever. At least there's, like, nice music. Sometimes what's annoying about these, like, mini games or, like, these mini game things that you do is that, like, the music is annoying, like or like like with this, it's like kind of like this nice, quaint, relaxing music, you know. Thank you very much. Thank you for releasing me. Yeah, it's just very pleasant, you know. I like the music in this game in general. It's quite kind of relaxing. It's not like it's generally kind of quite low key, but then there's like some nice dramatic tracks as well. It's just quite good. What is the point of doing this? Like, we probably just get some like 20 gratitude crystals at the end of it or something. Can't imagine us getting much more than that. I'm just going to go back and see Batro once just to see if there's anything I'm missing or anything that I can get now for the gratitude crystals I have. And then like we'll move on to the next area. I think there isn't. I think I see that thing over there on the right. I think like that's the bamboo cutting mini game that there is. I was like just recording Pokemon Platinum, the bug monotype bug catcher run, like before doing this, right? And it's like a comedy of errors, I swear. Like the it's like a comedy of errors. Like I was in Floaroma Town, and got the honey, and I was like, great! The honey is instrumental in catching more bug Pokemon. I can't wait to get Burmy and Combi and things like that or whatever. Mostly Burmy and Combi, and actually if I could, multiples of them, you know. And I spent like the whole 2 videos like going like, I wonder if there's a Pokemon in there now. I wonder if there's a Pokemon in there now. And like nothing appeared in there. And then I look it up after the second video and it's like, a Pokemon might appear in 6 hours. I'm like, what? Hey, Batro. With your beady little eyes. Ooh. Get something? Ooh, a piece of heart. 3 to go. Nice one. We'll help you become human if that's what you really want. There's like something that's reminding me of where someone like is temporarily a human or something. Maybe it's Sabrina the Teenage Witch where there's that one episode where she becomes like the male Sabrina or whatever, and she knows what a chronograph is. And she has like that classic 90s like curtains haircut pretty much. Just like a bowl haircut with a line straight down the middle, like divided in half. And she knows what a chronograph is, which is more than I know. Do you know what, Hicks? That video, when it goes up, I will have viewers saying that, most likely. I will have people saying, yeah, it takes 6 hours, it takes blah blah blah, it takes 6 hours, and I'm like, I'll figure it out, don't worry. The people are just being helpful. I shouldn't sound so disgruntled or whatever. Where's that like weird island I saw in the distance with the building on it over here? I think that's like where the bamboo cutting minigame is. I'm gonna swing around to this thing. It's worth going out of your way for these power drive. You have selected power drive. But yeah, I don't mind. Like, I'm just there. Like, now I just have to factor in because you know, like, obviously what I want is, I'd love like a male Burmy so I can get Mothim, but I also want like female Burmy, like several of them, so that I can get the various Wormadams. And obviously I want Combi as well, so that I can get Vespiquen. You know, they're going to be like really on my team for the entirety of the playthrough, probably. Jesus, look at this guy in 6 head. What is this place? He looks exactly like this lecturer guy, musician that I had when I was studying music. He looks like literally exactly like him. Most popular guy in all of Sky. Is this supposed to be like Link if we like let ourselves go and lost our sponsorship deal or something like that? Not the young buck I used to be. I eat when I get stressed and I'm worried about my darling daughter. Look at this belly. Chop some bamboo. This music is class! What the hell? What's like this music like hidden inside here in this place? It's so good. Yeah, sure. His name's Peter. Yeah. No, that was a good comment, because like I was like, I didn't understand why I wasn't learning something like that. It's like, oh, you evolved into Cricketune, but like you still just have to bide everything. I'm like, where's Scratch or something? And then it made so much sense when you and Mayo, I think, chatted or commented on it. Contest to see how many cuts you can make. Okay, here's where I have to get my swinging arm out. This is going to be a slobber knocker, king. 10 rupees, chump change. It's going to be a slobber knocker. No, it fell over. Count the cuts. 7. What do I get for that? At least 15? Alright. I think yeah, whatever. Come back when... I'll try it again. I'll try it again. I think like I think this is like kind of deceptive. It actually probably wants you to go slow, is it? Yeah, it wants you to go slower. Well, I got 2 more. Way to go, kid. I wonder if it's like... I wonder if it's even possible to get the 15 with the regular sword, you know? I'm gonna try and just get a good rhythm in. Yes! That little flurry right at the end, that feather-light touch, you know? Hold up, son, you're all done. 15. Take that. No way I'm gonna end up a loser like you. 30. Well, At least we broke even, right? I'm so proud that I actually got that. That was just like... That really was... That wasn't a slobber knocker king. That was like a... That was like surgical in its precision. It was just like a masterclass in technique, is what that was. Start with like the wide, even strokes left to right, you know, keeping it balanced, and then right when you get to the end, unleash your fury. I think like to get to 20 though, we probably need to come back with the better sword, you know. It's funny the way that like that music was like so good there, and it's like a secret kind of tune that's like only in that area probably, because like that lecturer guy that I was just like mentioning, like that I was only just mentioning when we went in there when I said he looks like him. One of the things that I like, he had that kind of a quite like a quirky, like it was so stereotypical in a way. I do not want to get hit by that twister. It's so like classic in a way, because like he was into early music, right? So his deal was like Renaissance and medieval music, right? And he played the harpsichord and like was like an expert, like fantastic musician, but this was his speciality. And of course, he was like quite eccentric and quirky into the bargain. You know, that's only that should be par for the course. And I remember like he used to. I remember like one of the things that in like some performance that we were doing, one of the things that he said was like to give us like an idea of what way we should be performing it. One of the things he said was that it should sound like secret music. Like that. Secret music. Used to like actually it sounds like bizarre, but it's actually a really good way of teaching somebody how something sounds, like, you know, because it just evokes a certain feeling where you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know. And like he used to enunciate how he thought the stuff should sound as well. Like he'd be like, when you're playing the harpsichord, make it sound like prong, 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 and it's like that makes it so obvious what you want it to sound like. You know, it just describes every part of it. So it's kind of like an interesting coincidence that that guy looked like him, and that music sounded like something that'd be there. Okay, so what have we got in here? There's a chest over there that we probably can't get, yeah, without the hook shot, I'd imagine. Or claw shot, or whatever it is in this game. But I do see a little goddess cube, or whatever it's called. Definitely, like, the motion controls are so much better in this game than on the Wii. Like, I've said it like so many times at this stage, but it's so true. I also see a cicada, and I love cicadas, and I want to catch one. Ah! No. God damn it. I'm such like a fan of cicadas. They're a really beautiful insect. You lost the ring fit leg strap? That's such a shame. Maybe it'll turn up. I mean, you didn't bring it anywhere outside the house or anything, did you? Like, surely it'll... You'll find it somewhere, I'm sure. I see you. Oh, you moved. Wonder if you can get like a replacement one. There's probably like third-party ones, I'd imagine, for all of that stuff, you know. I'd imagine there's a third-party one that you could probably get quite cheap, you know. Is this bombing time? I have one bomb. Well, I suppose we need to do something about that. I saw those bombs back there and I never said it, but what I was thinking in my mind was, bah, I have loads of them. And here I am with scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? $16? Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at, like, because $16 just made me think of, like, that Muffin Man song. Like, where'd you find a muffin that costs $16? My favorite bakery tells me they should cost $2 a piece. Dollars a piece. That's what it made me think of. Like, the Muffin Man is rolling in the dough. $500,000 on refreshments. That's still like one of the best Shmo-Yo-Ho songs. Like, it just has like that driving rhythm, and like the woo 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 woo. It's just good, you know. It's just whoa whoa whoa. Okay, well, we need to wait for you two to calm down, which I didn't. Then I give myself very good advice. Oh yeah. But, and then there's, like, the part where, like, where it shows, like, that one woman who's on, like, she's being interviewed by Anderson Cooper, I think, is who it is. And, like, she's that crazy lady who's, like, you know, if you put she's like, oh, if you put lesbians all in the same fence or something, in the same place with the same fence, then they can't reproduce and there'll be no more lesbians or something. Like, just bizarre, like, theories. Like, how can you even espouse a theory like that and really, like, be serious about it, you know, or do you really think that? Like, if you think about that for 10 seconds, you'll realize, like, how ridiculous that is. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah! I love that you can just get bombs this easily. It's so good. Last year of uni did an ancient China and ended up reading a book from... I love cicadas. Like, they're just so... They're just, like, they're interesting, right? They're not just, like... They're fascinating. I love the way they look, you know? They just have a cool look about them. Their life cycle is fascinating. Like, they're just a fascinating creature, you know? Like, there's so much to like about them. Yeah, we just need to put you all in the same fence, you know? It's crazy. Like, it's just so bizarre. Like, I was texting my brother during the week, and I was like, I feel like in some ways we're entering, like, humanity is, like, entering a new dark age or something like that. Like, the Dark Ages, you know? Like, do you know the way, like, in medieval times, there was, like times of great, cultural and technological and societal progress, and then there were the Dark Ages came afterwards, which just, like, set humanity back all over again, you know? And I feel like we're on the cusp of a new Dark Age, almost, you know? Or like Dark Souls, the Age of Fire or something like that, because people are just, like all of the hard-fought principles of the Age of Enlightenment are like dissolving before my very eyes. Okay, I'm gonna go now. The minecart in front of the door is going to pass through here. Oh, yeah, these guys are cute. They're little adorable little people. Time shift has occurred within this space. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I really like this concept, by the way, like I really like the concept that they do here with this, with the like time switching back and forth and stuff like that. Where's this one gonna go? Do they both go in the same place or something? Well, one of them goes there and one of them goes the other way. Hop in, we'll take the spruce moose. I wonder if they will. There are things like in this game that make me think of Breath of the Wild, you know. What I'm like most like fascinated about with like Breath of the Wild 2 is like, why does Link look like, and this isn't, I know like starting as a statement with why, you leave yourself open to people like interpreting that as being a criticism, but it's not. It's just I'm interested, you know. It's actually the opposite of a criticism. Like I want, I'm so fascinated to find out like, why do things look like they've like, what am I trying to say? Like, why do things look like they're more wild, I guess is like what I'm trying to say. Joe, like including Link himself, you know? Like things look like they're more like they're like obviously at the end of Breath of the Wild, spoilers, you end up saving Hyrule, you know, like who would have thought, right? But what I'm like interested in is like, what happens to make things look more primitive again? That's like what I'm fascinated by, you know? Breath of the Wild 2 breathe wilder. That literally is what it seems like, because I'm like fascinated to know like what has caused things to look primitive is the right word, to seem like more primitive all of a sudden, you know? Like what's after taking place there? Breath of the Wild 2, the Rat of Cortex, maybe? Ooh, a rupee. Yeah, maybe there were like dark ages or something like that happened after Breath of the Wild 1. But I'm interested in, I am like extremely interested in like what happened between like the Great Calamity and the start of Breath of the Wild. Like I definitely think there's a story there. But like between Breath of the Wild 1 and Breath of the Wild 2, right? Because I presume Breath of the Wild 2 happens like pretty much straight after Breath of the Wild 1. What I'm interested in is like, if at the end of Breath of the Wild 1 you're not that wild looking, you know, and there's like there's the town that you create and everything's kind of like getting back to normal, you know, and like Calamity Ganon is after fucking off, and you know, if that's like the state that Hyrule is in at the end of Breath of the Wild 1, like straight after it, what's after happening in between to make it that like Link looks more, as I say, like more, I don't want really have an interest in getting hit by that. So I'm just gonna roll this bomb at you. Thought you were so smart, didn't you? Like, whoever you are, Boss Nass. I only have like 2 bombs left. Okay, well, I'll give you that one. I have like such vivid memories of my first time playing this area for some reason. Of this room in particular, I have like such vivid memories of it for some reason. Don't ask me why. That was very close. I don't think there's a point in going over there. I think we're better off going back this way and over to the right. See what the story is with this bush. Looks very suspicious. Like, can I dig here? No. Oh, it's just a seed bush. Like, I can't go back and, like, change the time now, right? Can I get across here? I feel like I can't. No! Oh, phew. I feel like I can't. There's like that. The way I said that just made me think of like my one funny thing my mom said one time. She was like arguing with my dad or like something like that. Like not really arguing, you know, but obviously there was something that she wanted him to do that, or she was like really busy and he wasn't kind of like proactively helping, you know. Which I know how that feels, right? But like my brother and I were in the sitting room or living room or whatever, and all we heard was my mom in the other room saying, "Asking you to do something is like asking you to cut off your own foot," like that, and then just like we just looked at each other. God, it was like one of the funniest things we'd ever heard. And of course, like when you're like when your parents are having a disagreement in the next room, the worst thing you could do is like laugh, you know, like that's the worst thing you could do, because then you just bring down the wrath on yourself. But it was just hilarious. Like asking you to do something is like asking you to cut off your own foot. It's like oh my god. Agatha Christie? Going to a bookshelf. Which Agatha Christie one is it, Fury? Just out of interest. Which one are you doing? Because I've read I read more of them when I was younger. There were quite a few of them that I did read. I'm not making this. There were quite a few of them that I did read. They do it with mirrors. That's one of the ones that I have heard of but have not read. So like the ones that I've read are I'm just trying to no, don't worry, don't mind me. I'm just trying to destroy your desiccated corpse. That's one of the ones that I know of but haven't read. Like I read when I was younger, I read The Mysterious Affair at Styles, which is like one of the, which I think is like actually her first published it's actually like her first published novel as far as I know. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like I can't go through here because it's not active. The wagon down here isn't dragging anytime soon because we're still not like in the past. But I've read that. I've read like the ABC murders. I've read that. I've read the ABC murders. I've read Murder on the Orient Express. I've read Death on the Nile. I've read this other one, Murder in Mesopotamia. I've read as well. I'm just trying to think. What are the other ones that I've read? I've definitely read a couple of them anyway. Last year we had Murder on the Orient Express. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, Caribbean Mystery I haven't read either. Speaking of mystery, like Lanairu Mystery, I have no fucking idea what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe that's why I remember that, oh, maybe I just, like, rolled a bomb again. Is it that simple, perhaps, that you just roll the bomb all the way to the end? It's like... Well, that was a whiff. I'm just being too lazy with this, is what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, throw it anywhere, the game will figure it out. What the hell? That's more like it. What is wrong with this? It's like my curve, something. It's like right at the last minute I like curve it. Oh, it's those like stupid rocks keep like blocking it. That's what's happening. I can't believe I like the first time I got it like all the way down the all the way down the alley, right? And now I'm just like, I can't do it at all. Please, please. Thanks be to Christ. Oh my god. Watch now, you can probably do that with the slingshot or something, and here I am being an ignoramus trying to do it with the bomb flowers. You definitely should play more Zelda games. They're all good. I honestly, I can't think of a bad Zelda game except Skyward Sword on the Wii. That's the only Zelda game that I would ever say is actually bad. I also am just like I'm just after realizing I don't have a shield, which I'm not sure that's a good thing. I'm also glad the stream looks quite good over there, which is good. Yeah, I am interested in the time shift stones. I'm gonna go back here and see what like that what this wagon will do for me. Like, I just love this concept. The one thing about this game though that I'm not like the biggest fan of is that the concepts just kind of get reused, right? So like you have like 2 fire dungeons and you have like, oh, is this just like the right way to go? Wow. You have like 2 fire dungeons and you have 2 like time swap dungeons, you know, which and that's the thing, like the time swap dungeons are fun, like, and I love the concept of it, but it's just like the same thing over and over again. Not the same thing over and over again, it's the same thing twice, you know? And like for the 2 fire dungeons, they even like have the same kind of feel, environmental feel about them, which is a bit of a shame. But when you compare that to Twilight Princess, where every dungeon feels so unique, you know? It's like shifting sandland. Every dungeon in Twilight Princess feels like so unique, and it has its own sort of atmosphere to it. You know, there's no repetition in the styles of the dungeons in Twilight Princess, and they're even unique compared to other Zelda games. You know, it's not just there's like, obviously you have the forest dungeon, and you have the forest dungeon is the one that feels the most standard, you know. But then you also have like the fire dungeon in that game is like a mining facility, which it feels so cool, you know. Then you have like the, do I have to activate these? It's not like a bonfire or something. It's like, what am I playing here? Like and then you have like the water dungeon just feels so cool. Like, I love the lake bed temple is just, has a great atmosphere. Oh, these guys. I have, like, vivid memories of these guys being a pain in the ass. Is that true? Yes, it is true. What am I supposed to do with this? Do I bomb them? There's surely, like, there must be like a good way to fight these guys that I don't know about, because they're like assholes. Hello, come get me. Cool. I'm glad that it's looking good. I think I might, like, not have to worry about that for much longer, though. To be honest. Is he still, like, rolling around there? These guys, how do you fight them? You just have to, like, get lucky and they'll, like, run into a wall? I don't think I'll have to worry about this for much longer because I'm actually I'm getting a new computer. Like my I remember I was talking about, like, in one of the well, I'm not sure if you remember it, but like in Twilight Princess I was talking about how my current tumbleweed, wow. I was talking about, like, how my MacBook is yeah, I was talking about how, like, my MacBook is like 7 years old now, and it still works really well, but like it's at the stage almost where, like, at some point it's going to stop. It's gonna. I can talk. Oh, I thought I was talking to the cube. What the hell? At some point, it's going to stop being supported, you know, by like new software and things like that. So, oh, I have too many of them. I was there like, why can't I push it away? Oh, this is cool. I remember this. This is really cool. I remember this. This is so... Well, that wasn't great. I can pick this up, can't I? I thought I could pick it up. Shows what I know, right? I thought you could, like, pick up a bomb with the beetle. Was I wrong about that? Ah! Ah! You must be able to. Like, I thought you could. I'm gonna try this again just in case I'm just, like, being a fool. No, apparently you can't. You have a shield, you use it to stop them, make them dizzy? That's probably it, you know. I knew that not having a shield was going to bite me at some point. I could have sworn you could pick up those, like, bombs with the beetle. I could have sworn it. Really? That's so weird. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Very strange. Oh well, like, and after that, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Well, I suppose I could, like, throw a bomb in here. Except I can't. Can I push this? No, see, I can't push it because the rock is in it. This one, there's just like a dead bokoblin in there. That one has the guy in there. Yeah, maybe they do have to be more above them. I'm gonna try it, because, like, I'm not, like, willing to give up on this yet. I think it's maybe because I'm hitting it. I don't know. I feel like if that was something you could do, it wouldn't be that... It wouldn't be as, Yeah, you just hit right into it. I feel like if it was something you could do, it wouldn't be that finicky, to be honest. You just literally, like, bash into the fuse. Interesting. Is this guy, like, after coming back to life? I swear, if this guy's after, like, coming back to life. Come get me. Hit into the cactus. Ah! That didn't work. I'll just have to, like, get them to go into the wall instead. Oh, no! Now can't you, like, pick these up? I thought maybe you could pick these up and push them into the sand, maybe? The fact that I haven't played this game for 10 years is really starting to, like... to like show itself, right? To rear its ugly head. Maybe that's like an upgrade you can get. Ah, maybe actually that's what it is, I think. I think there's an upgrade you can get for the beetle that allows you to do that. That's what it is, I think. I think like there's an upgrade that you get for the beetle with where it has larger jaws or something, and that allows it to carry the things, but we don't have that yet. So I'm gonna stop doing that now. Here's another one of these things ready to kill me. Yeah, because isn't that like the that's like the dungeon item for the second fire dungeon is just an upgrade to the item for the first fire dungeon, isn't it? If I remember right. That's a shortcut. Again, like, this game kind of works, it's funny, but this game kind of works a little bit like Dark Souls, where you just kind of progress through the area, and then you open up shortcuts, meaning you don't have to do as much the next time. Maybe I can, like, am I being an idiot, and can you just, like, blow the rocks up in this thing from outside? Surely, maybe that's, like, the... Like, won't the explosion, like, reach in there? No, apparently not. You need to, like, get up on this one, and then throw it in from above. I'm sure I must be, like, missing something big here. Ah, here we go. This must be it. The other thing I like about the bombs in this game is that you can just, like, put them away again. If you screw something up, you don't just, like, lose your bomb. Roll in there, please. Thank you. We're getting there, viewers. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. But yeah, I'm after, like, just to, like, get back on my train of thought now that we've, like, now that we've managed to fix that little dilemma. The, help! I'll help you. I'm after ordering a new computer. So it's a I'll tell you this. It's one of the new MacBook Pros. So the new M1 MacBook Pros that were just announced on Monday. I'm getting a new one of them. And I'm so happy. I'm after ordering it. It won't be here until the end of November, start of December, because there's like about a 4-week wait on them. But what I'm getting is, like, it's literally the top of the line one. It's the MacBook Pro 16-inch with the 64 gigabytes of memory and with the M1 Max chip in it. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm looking forward to it so much. There's something, like, so exciting about getting a new computer, you know? Yes, this little guy. This little guy upgrades our Beetle. That's what it is. Yes, with the SD card slot and HDMI slot. And the MagSafe is back again. And the touch bar is gone. Like, I'm so glad I waited on getting a new computer, because I wasn't a big fan of the touch bar. Like, I thought it was cool, but I didn't really like it. And I wasn't a big fan of the touch bar. And I also I didn't like only having what? Oh, you press Z or to drop. Okay. I also didn't like the fact that only having USB-C ports or whatever was not something that I was really gone on. So I like the fact that there's like more diversity in the ports now, to be able to use like mostly what I'm looking forward to. Mostly what I like is just not having to use USB-C to charge, you know. I like to have which I think like just like means like you have one less port to work with or something like that usually. Can I like just straight up fly into this bird and kill it? Which I feel like doing. Oh my god, no, wait a second, I need to like this is like so fun, sorry. And the keyboard is also not like a flat keyboard, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It has like a raised keyboard, so like there's a lot about it where I'm like, when I saw it, I was just like, yes, this is the computer I want, you know? Hey, I'm trying to get you here. Come back. Come back. Come back. He probably saw what happened to that other bird, and he was like, okay, this, none of that for me, thank you. I'm trying to, like airborne war. I'm trying to, like, wage airborne warfare here or something like that. He won't, like, take off that soon again, will he? Don't take off. Don't take off! I'm coming! I'm coming! Aha! Sorry, I'm like going all over the place because of the I'm reading the chat. Yeah, I think it depends on what you like, you know? I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, you know, one is bad and one is good or whatever, you know? It's just not the way I think. Can I, like, if I like make this, make it back in time again, can I pull this thing? No, I can't. I think it just depends on what you like, you know? Can I, like, pull it now? Depends on, like, what you like and you're more interested in, you know, and what works for you, or as well, like, what works for what you want to do. Like, I'll be the first to admit that, like, the, Mac isn't necessarily, like, it's not automatically, geared towards gaming or towards streaming, to be honest, like, but it does work. There is Mac support for OBS and there is Mac support for capture cards. It's mostly just like if you want to use a Mac as a gaming machine, you run into an awful lot of compatibility obstacles, and that like a lot of developers unfortunately just don't don't like make their games compatible. Like I'll just say it straight up, like the developers just don't bother making a Mac compatible version, or they're like, yeah, I want my version to be 32-bit for no reason rather than 64-bit. So maybe that's being naive or unfair, but Yeah, Linux is just again like as well as like one of those ones where I'm just like I almost like what Katie was saying. I know nothing about it, so it's like I don't know where I would start. You know, like to be honest, I'm a user. For my own purposes, I would now be a Mac user. I would not go back to using a Windows computer as my own computer. But to be honest, I'm like, do whatever makes you feel good, you know. Whatever works for you is the right one for you. Is the way I feel about it, you know. But I couldn't go back to using Windows as my primary machine. It just doesn't feel right, and like it feels like annoying to use to me now, being so accustomed to using Mac. And I think when you start getting the ecosystem together, like I have the iPhone, iPad, the Apple Watch, the HomePod Mini. You know, when you start getting like the ecosystem together, then it starts making even more sense, you know, just to stick with the same ones. Where did he go? He just like went under the sand for no reason. And then like popped back up again. This is like so enjoyable, by the way. Like I love this. It's just so fun. I said it in like Twilight Princess, but like one of the things I love about the weapons and items in Twilight Princess is that they're just fun to use. Like the spinner, the ball and chain, you know, like even like the arrows are fun to use, like because you get the bomb arrows. Oh, they come back. Oh, now I remember. This is what I was thinking about. You have to go like use their shells as platforms to get like across the sand before they respawn. Now I knew, like it literally has been like 10 years since I played this game. But it's funny, like, what stuff, like, you'll still remember, you know? Joe, what, I'm gonna go over to that, goddess cube while I'm here. The thing is, like, I still have my iMac that runs Windows 10, the one that I'm using to stream right now. You know, I still have that for streaming any stream or Steam games that aren't compatible with Mac. You know, we're gonna have to do like a nice U-turn, brilliant bug type move, by the way. That's not very useful, to be honest. Ants? What is this? A mine for ants? That technique, did you see that? Unorthodox but effective, right? Okay, let's try and get this right now. I still actually there just seeing like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate show up on the notification there. I haven't played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in so long. Like, I think like I haven't played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate since before Banjo and Kazooie came out. I don't know, like that game, I have like very conflicting feelings about it, because like in one way I think it's like an amazing game, which it is, right? But in another way, oh, there's like a dung beetle. Oh no, it's another ant. What is this, a school for ants? In one way, like, I think it's a fantastic game, but like, I'll be very honest, that whole, and there's the Dark Souls shortcut, by the way, that whole, like, the whole thing with the new characters and stuff like that, first, like, the whole, I don't really like, this sounds so, like, bad, but I don't really like there being random characters from other games that have no, like, provenance on a Nintendo system, being in the game. Like, I think, like, Sonic and Pac-Man and Snake were alright, because they at least had some sort of like provenance on being on Nintendo systems. Sonic and Snake, borderline, like, and you guys know that I'm like a major Sonic fan, so if anyone was going to enjoy having Sonic in a game, it was going to be me, right? But I just think like that's, I don't know, like Sonic and Snake, like their provenance in being in Super Smash Brothers just was always a little bit like, a little bit ropey for my liking. I just didn't really, and I didn't like it when it went even more in that direction. Like Cloud coming into the game was like the time with like Super Smash Brothers 4 or whatever. That was the first time when I was like, alright, I don't really like this, because like Cloud is the PlayStation character. Like Cloud is like the poster boy for the PlayStation 1. And it just didn't make sense to me like for a game that has always been about, like, Super Smash Brothers has always been about like your favorite Nintendo characters duking it out, you know, and including Cloud in that just didn't sit right with me. Ryu I could get behind, like, again, like similar to like Snake and Pac-Man, like, more so Pac-Man. Snake, again, the jury's still out on that one as far as I'm concerned, but Ryu, there was like some provenance there, but like Cloud, there just wasn't. Like, especially when there were so many, like, you could have just gone for like like what I would have loved to see is just like a Final Fantasy, like straight up Black Mage or White Mage or Red Mage or something like that from the original Final Fantasy games. Like, that's what I would have liked to see, to be honest. But like, again, and then like I just thought that with Ultimate they've just gone too far. You know, that's the way I felt about it, you know, is that it just feels like it just went too far in one direction. You know, and like I don't want, sorry, but like I don't want Minecraft Steve in my Super Smash Brothers game. I don't want like, just trying to think. I think Minecraft Steve like is the big one for me, because I'm like, what the actual hell? Like, does this, like, why is this character in there? And it's just like to sell the games. And I think that I have like a real problem when like you don't balance your marketing and your like concept, you know, when you like sacrifice your concept for the purpose of your marketing. I'm not okay with that, you know. Or when you like sacrifice your ethics, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. That wasn't where I was supposed to put that thing, was it? It's just I have a problem with it, you know, and it just like there are too many characters in it is the other thing. Where's the Drake? Where's the door? There's like some sort of like a purple miasma emanating from this tree, which gives me reason to believe that that's where the next time crystal is. How do we get in there? Nobody knows, right? So yeah, like, and again, maybe that's the point where, like, I realize the game isn't for me anymore, you know? Is what that makes me say. You know, maybe the game just isn't meant for me. Maybe I'm not the target audience, because apparently the target audience wants non-Nintendo characters in their Nintendo game, you know? That's kind of where I'm at with it, to be honest. Or maybe I drop it in from the top. That would make more sense than trying to fish into that little crevice. So yeah, what? Also, in case you didn't know, there's like the Dakar Rally just raced past my house. In case you heard that. So yeah, like, so that's kind of my take then, you know. I don't like where Smash Brothers went with Smash Brothers Ultimate with all of the characters that I didn't want, and which I felt like shouldn't be in the game. But then, like, the way I come to terms with that is by saying, okay, well, the game obviously isn't meant for me now. You know, the game is meant for other people, and I have to reconcile myself with that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, Snake on GameCube lends some weight to it as well. But yeah, as I say, it's just, I don't think the game is for me anymore. I don't think the game is meant for me, or I'm not meant for the game. Well, here's where I die because I don't have a shield, because these things are gonna make my life a living hell. Well, here's our friend, whatever his name is. Gorko. Yeah, I think that's the other thing, is that it became like somewhat, hey Walrus, how are you doing today? It's almost like somewhat inaccessible now to a certain extent, because like the power, like for playing online at least, you know, I still think it's really fun to play offline, like local multiplayer, you know. Who's on the legendary Isle of the Goddess? Okay, fair enough. What was I saying? Can I, like, bomb this? It doesn't look like I can. Get out of the way, Gorko. Oh, he got scared. No. Oh no, we just, like, can continue along here, I presume, right? Also, I don't think I need bombs to hit these. I think I can just hit them with the beetle. Yeah. The one game that I love for in terms of like being accessible to everybody is hello, move. Move. You're here. Okay. There must be like another time crystal that encapsulates him. Or something. One game that I think is like very accessible to all players, and I think it's like, and I love it for it, is Splatoon. Like, I think like Splatoon has like accomplished something really, really amazing, in that like no matter whether you're like an 8-year-old who's just starting with the game, or like you've played like millions, well not millions of hours, but like hundreds of hours, right? I think you can have a fun time playing the game. And I think there's like something really good about, like, I think that's important, you know. It's important for games to be like, not to be like inaccessible to, like, games that are marketed at everybody should be accessible for everybody. That's the way I'm going to say it. Like, I'm perfectly fine with games being difficult and therefore having like a certain price of entry. Let's put it that way. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. He just turned into a skeleton. Can you get the fuck out of my way here, mister? Oh, he's still, like, scared. I'm perfectly fine with games having a high difficulty level. But those games then aren't marketed at a wide audience, you know. They're marketed at an audience of people who want to have a high level of challenge, you know, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, Gator time, something, another way in. Ah! I really love this. Like, I love the way that he, like, alters the map to show you what it looked like back in whenever time it is. But, like, I think, like, with Splatoon, it's marketed at everybody, and I think they have, like, success. Like, when you think of Splatoon 2, like, the multiplayer is successfully like, fun for everyone, you know? No matter how, like, experienced you are or inexperienced you are, you can play on the same team, you can play against each other, and you can have fun. And I think that's absolutely amazing. Like, I think that's, like, so... Whoa. I think that's so good. And it's something I love about the game for it, you know? I'm very much looking forward to... Ah, I think that I lost my chance to get that. Ah, can't fool me. Splatoon 3 I'm really looking forward to, just because the atmosphere of it just looks really cool. Like, it just looks like a really cool game. Just in terms of that kind of, like, almost post-apocalyptic feel that it has, you know? Or, like, dystopian sort of feel that it has. You've got to love it. Is there, like, a Dark Souls style shortcut I can open up over here? I can't fight these things because I have no shield, by the way. Aha! And also, like, that Animal Crossing DLC, just like because I saw Sean came online playing Animal Crossing, I'm, like, extremely excited for that as well. Like, very, very excited. I guess this is how we get back over there. There was a lot of stuff, yeah, in the most recent Direct that was just so cool. Yeah, so I guess now we've made our shortcut, I guess, but it's only like one way, isn't it? To a certain extent, like we can go... That wasn't the right weapon. Like, I am so excited about the new Kirby game. Like, it looks so cool. Like, it's funny, like, they're the only, like, 3D Kirby game is, like, Kirby's Air Ride, you know? But, like, this game just looks so amazingly fun. Like, the atmosphere of it looks really cool. The design of it looks really cool. I'm gonna, like, try and take out that bird with the beetle again. Just because these things, I remember them being a pain in the ass. Don't fly away now. I'm just coming over. Into the birdie boiler. Ah, not the birdie boiler. The, like, it just... That Kirby game just looks magical. Like, that's the only word I can think of for it. It looks absolutely magical. What's going on here? Ah! Oh yeah, this is cool. I remember this. Multiple beacons. Oh, so now she gives us multiple beacons? Okay, that's nice. I remember this because, like, underneath there's still, like, the ruins of the mining facility. So, like, if we look at this here, well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to zoom in. So, like, there's, like, a way to go here. And then there's, like, a way to go here. Way to go here. This is so fun. And there's also a way to go here. This reminds me of, like, playing Phantom Hourglass, like, and how fun it used to be to can I, like, catch these guys? Gerudo Dragonfly. Also, it is so nice to see you calling it Kirby's Adventure Wii, because I feel like every time I refer to that game, I feel I have to, like, then explain, oh yeah, that's what it's called here. But, like, Australia is a PAL region as well, which explains why it's called Kirby's Adventure Wii there too, and not Kirby's Return to Dreamland. So yeah, I think this is, like, the part where we need to, like, find pieces of a key or something like that, if I remember right. There's, like, a nice convenient seat here. But the I feel really excited because, like, I love Kirby. Like, I love Kirby games. But I feel like almost every Kirby game recently has been, like, the same model as after the same fashion as Kirby's Adventure Wii, which, you know, like, and just, like, variations on that same kind of look, you know, the same models and stuff like that. Can I get you? Please don't fly away. I just want to put you into the birdie boiler. Not the birdie boiler. He just didn't see it coming. Yeah, like Triple Deluxe, and Robobot. And then, like, Star Allies. Like, Star Allies I enjoyed very much. Actually, on the one for the Switch. So we can just, like, walk over there, right? The one for the Switch, like, I enjoyed a lot. I feel like I should be, like, going... I should be, like, changing going back to the like, going into the future, or back to the past, or whatever we're doing here, before, like, progressing. You know, I feel like there should have been some way to talk to that little guy. But there's a bomb over there. Like, maybe that would be useful. So yeah, even though they were, like, good games, they all felt not the same. Like, the same isn't fair, you know. They didn't all feel the same, but they all, like, looked the same and had the same kind of gameplay to a certain extent, just with different variations, you know. They almost felt like the way that Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass feel like they belong together. Like, they feel like they're based on the same structure and everything like that, you know, even though they're different games. And I'm really looking forward to just a new style of Kirby game. Like, I loved Epic Yarn. Like, maybe I'm in the minority as far as that's concerned, but I really enjoyed Epic Yarn a lot. Like, I loved the style of it. It felt like such a labor of love, you know. And it just, like, it's just so good. Never completed Spirit Tracks. It's good. Like, I definitely feel like it, the handheld Zeldas, I think, are so great. You know, they're some of the best, they're like, I think at a time where I wasn't enjoying Skyward Sword, the handheld Zelda games were keeping me going, you know? Is what I'll say, like, let's put it that way. The power generator. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Are also present in this area. You can now use them to douse. Okay, that's convenient. So now when we douse... Ah! What are you doing here at the Lanairu mining facility? I'll just turn you into... I'll turn him into a flea. Then I'll put him in a box and I'll mail him to my... Then I'll put that box inside a bigger box and I'll mail him to myself. And when he arrives, I'll smash him with a hammer. Can I like attack this guy without going back to the past, Samurai Jack? It's like... Yes, WarioWare, like, what? No, Wario Land, the Shake Dimension, it's such a good game, like, so good. Yeah, obviously that's made out of the ancient material or whatever. Ah, over here. And, what else? Didn't they make, like, the Yoshi, not Yarn Yoshi, Yoshi's Woolly World and Yoshi's Crafted World as well. Yoshi's Woolly World is an amazing game, the one on the Wii U. Like, I love Yoshi's Woolly World. Yoshi's Crafted World looks beautiful. Like, I love the way that game looks. However, like, I found that the gameplay got a little bit stale with the way that it expected you to kind of, the way that it kind of expected you to do, like, the way it like, Yoshi's Crafted World, it felt like they just, like, wanted you to, like, they wanted you to, like, play through every level several times just to get more gameplay out of it. Like, the whole, like, going backwards through the level was fun, like, about, like, once or twice, and the whole, like, going through the levels multiple times to collect the stuff, I love that, right? I'm a big fan of games where you collect things, you know, but in Yoshi's Crafted World, it didn't feel fun. Like, I have to admit, like, because you were constantly going out of the level, back into the level, out of the level, into the level. Then some guy wants this, and you go back into the same level again that you were just in. It just didn't feel enjoyable. It felt more annoying than anything else. It felt more enjoyable than it, more annoying than anything else. So even though the game looked beautiful, whereas like Yoshi's Woolly World, I 100%ed. I think maybe I didn't completely 100% it, but I all as good as I as good as 100%ed it. You know. Like, Yoshi's Crafted World, I didn't. Oh, I have to put it in there. Excuse me, can you, like, get in there? Isn't this what, like, I have to do? Oh, I'll just hit it in there. That's unfair, Fury. I'm so sad that your enjoyment of the game was compromised by that. But yeah, like, that's my thoughts on Crafted Worlds, to be honest. What time is it? It's almost 7 p.m. Only like 3 more hours until I can find out whether there's a bug in my tree that I put honey in. I swear. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, you little seed. Actually, those seeds are much appreciated. I still can't believe that, like, those whole 2 videos. I was like, why isn't, when, I wonder when something will appear on my tree, you know, like, I wonder when something will appear on my little tree that I'm after slathering with honey over there, you know. And then I look it up afterwards, and it's like, yeah, 6 hours later, you might find a Pokemon. I'm like, for frick's sake. This is typical, right? And there's another one of those guys there, but I'm gonna leave him here. I can definitely recommend Woolly World more than Crafted World. Like, Crafted World I can definitely recommend playing, just I don't think it's fun to 100%, whereas Woolly World is fun to 100%. Crafted World is fun just to play through on a kind of a standard, in a kind of a standard way, I guess, you know. But Woolly World, not so much. Oh, that bird is back there again. Well, we'll just get back on our same old bullshit again, I guess. He's gonna fly! He's gonna fly! Come on, just hook around this way. Head him off at the pass. Got him! I feel so, like, vindicated. Let me just look at the chat. That's so mean. That's so mean. Can I, like, go down here? Yeah, I can. But I don't think there's, like, anything that I can do now that I am here. Is there? It doesn't look like it. I think I have to, like, get up there somehow. Can I, like, is there a way to... I wish there was, like, a way to just reset all of your things or whatever. But yeah, back to Animal Crossing. Like I was saying in, like, one of the Platinum videos, like, I'm definitely going to get the DLC. I just think I'm going to get the DLC separately, though. Like, I don't think I'm going to get, like, the expansion to the expansion pack to Nintendo Switch Online, because it's more expensive, and the N64 games aren't, and the Sega games aren't worth it to me. Like, the like, I have all the N64 games that I want, almost, you know, pretty much. Either available to play on... Either to play on the N64 itself, or on the Wii U, you know. So, you know, it just doesn't, there's no incentive for me, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So I think I'll just get the DLC separately. To be honest, even if you didn't get the DLC, like, even if you didn't get the paid DLC, even, like, the free updates are cool. Like, let's put it, like, I think that's the thing that, like, a lot of people have been talking about, like, the, a lot of people have been talking about, like, the expense of the expansion for Nintendo Switch Online. But I feel like nobody's been talking about how even the free update to Animal Crossing New Horizons is really cool. There's our Dark Souls shortcut again. Even like the free content that's coming out. The Heaviest Moon? Oh, it's a real-time I said Harvest Moon. I thought it said Heaviest Moon. I was like, what? What? Did I miss something? Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like the free stuff is really cool. And like the cap and stuff with the different islands, I think that's really neat as well. So this is like just to get the shortcut, I think. Is it? Or is there like, no, there's something in here. Look, this hidden back here. That's just an ant, whatever. Who cares, right? They gave me a bomb here, so... Whoa. So I have reason to believe that I'm going to need a bomb at some point. I'm just going to get up here and do some dousing. Yeah, look, there's like something over here. How do you get up there is the question. Unless you get in from this. Did I just like completely miss that? Yeah, you can just go in from this side. You can just waltz right in, walk right in. Well, no. You can't just walk right in the door, apparently. Oh no, you can. You just open it. Oof, this looks expansive. To be honest, I kind of like that there's almost like a... Like, even though, like, the number of dungeons in this game, like, that's another thing that, like, I'm, like, not the biggest fan of, is, like, the number of dungeons that there are in this game. What does this say? Plants are drying out. Oh, whatever. The number of... There aren't that many dungeons in this game. I guess, like, these had water in them, did they? And we need to, like, throw them at the plants to reawaken them? I don't know. Apparently not. Well... I hope you're ready to watch me try to do this like 10 million times. He saw it and he got in his shell. Ah! That was like pure adrenaline working there. I just was not realizing what I was doing. Sorry, I was like reading a text that I got. I hope you're ready to turn back into an egg. You deserve it, you know. I'll turn him into a flea. Then I'll put him in a box and mail him to myself. They have like stripy Beetlejuice pants. I never noticed that before. Slick, snappy dressers, I tell you. Like, I remember I definitely remember this, like, the combat in this game being, like, so much more annoying with the Wii. Like, I know, like, I say this all the time, like, and I need to stop saying it, but, like, that is, like, the biggest, like, this is definitely doing what I... Playing this game is, like, definitely accomplishing what I hoped it would, which I'm very happy about, you know? Like, I went into this game being such, like, a Skyward Sword hater, you know, with legitimate reason, I feel, you know? But playing this version of the game is doing so much to... help me enjoy this game again. Or enjoy it in the first place, since I didn't really enjoy it that much the first time. To be honest. Thanks for that. That's what we do to people like you here. Well, this is convenient. That worked out surprisingly, unexpectedly well. Oh, but do I have to get like a... I have to get like one of those motherfuckers over here as an egg. Elden ore. Alright. What can I do with this? I suppose I push this down to make a shortcut. Ah, no, I know what I need to do. First, I go back to the past. Samurai Jack. Speaking of, like, Samurai Jack and Genndy Tartakovsky, who made it. Has anybody watched Primal? Like, has anybody watched, it's an animated series that he's after making called Primal. It is so good. Like, I can't believe I've never talked about it in a video. But, like, if you like Samurai Jack, right? So I'll say this: if you like Samurai Jack, if you like good animation, or if you like, you have to have a stomach for kind of like a certain amount of gore is the one thing that I'll say. This is like a fate worse than death. You have to have a certain like you have to have a certain stomach for gore, or like for watching animated gore is the one thing that I'll give you as a heads up to a certain extent. But if you do, like, it is so top quality. Like, there are only 10 episodes I think so far. They released like 5 episodes first, and then there was like something like a 6 month to a year gap between them releasing the next episode, but it's just amazing. Like, all of the episodes of it, it's just such good. There's no dialogue, or at least very little actual. There's zero dialogue for the most part. I think there's as good as no dialogue. It's fair to say. But so it's all visual storytelling, and just the style of it, like the again, like, unsurprisingly for someone like him who made Samurai Jack, which is probably one of the greatest animated pieces of animated work ever created, you know, like, and I say that completely sincerely. Like, unsurprisingly for someone like him, it is so amazingly high quality. Like, it really is, like, very obviously a labor of love, you know, or something that he felt, like, very, he's just going ham on that cactus back there. Something that he always very, very clearly wanted to make to an extremely high standard, you know? Okay, so obviously it must just be like in the same direction as that thing. Yeah, I never really explored over here, did I? I really want to get rid of that stupid bird. That's because what's he gonna do? Like, drop a boulder on my ass, like. I don't need that. That's the door that we came in, right? So... yeah, see, I really don't need that in my life. Yeah, that's what it is. We need to, like, drop bombs in these. I'm happy to do it from all the way up here, just so I don't have to contend with that stupid bird. Samurai Jack weirded you out when you were younger? To be honest, I can kind of see that. It's like a little bit visceral. And like for something that was ostensibly a kid's show, like I know when I watched it I would have been 11, 12, you know? For something that's ostensibly a kid's show, it's kind of like it's intense, you know? It's both in terms of like the action and the in terms of the action and like some of the emotional content as well. You know, they go through like in episodes of Samurai Jack, they go through like a lot of kind of stuff about like feelings of guilt, feelings of like failure, you know, all of this kind of stuff, you know, which is just kind of intense stuff, you know. But I just remember it was probably like when I think of my favorite things to watch from that time when I was like my childhood and early teens, I suppose. Like you're talking about like Samurai Jack probably being very high on the list of my favorite programming. Invader Zim as well, I have to say. Those would have been like two of my all-time favorites, you know. And both like quite intense kind of things, you know. Courage the Cowardly Dog as well. And another favorite. That was probably my absolute favorite when I was young, was Courage the Cowardly Dog. The Cartoon Network was such a thing then. Like I feel like Cartoon Network, obviously there's still good programming like in recent times. Like you talk about things like, you look at things like Regular Show and Adventure Time and Steven Universe and stuff, and Chow, like and not Chowder, what was I going to say? The Amazing World of Gumball. Like when you see stuff like that, you're like, yeah, that's good content, you know. That's quality programming, and it's really well made, you know. And I think it like is definitely enjoyable by both kids and adults, you know, by multiple age ranges, which is a big deal as well. But I feel like there was something about like Cartoon Network in that era of like the late 90s and up to like the millennium, like what do I need to do here? Oh yeah, I got you. So the blue one, can I just like get rid of these here? So I need to, the blue one needs to be like, can I rotate? I don't think I can. Get all of these things off of my screen. The fire one was like back here. And then like the electric one was, where the hell was the electric one? That was just a guess. I did not know that that's where it was. Like there was something about like the, like that era of Cartoon Network when you're talking about like there being programming like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Ed and Eddie, the Powerpuff Girls, all of those classic programs, you know. Like there was just something really high, like top quality about it, you know. Then I suppose the era that came after that, you're talking about things that are still good, you know. There was you know, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which I enjoyed very much. Are we doing this dungeon today? It looks like we are. Like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. What was the other one? Chowder was good as well. Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, I adored. That was like one of my... I love the style of that program. I think it's something that like a lot of people didn't like. You know, I don't think it really resonated with everybody. I'm gonna take care of these little fuckers first. I don't think it's something that like resonated with everybody, but I really loved it. I think what I am going to... Whoa. I think what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna clear this room, and then I'm gonna take a little break and get something to eat, because it's supper time. I am Zim. I just like think like the concept of Zim's character is so good, because he's like he's sent by his home society, right? Who are like evil aliens, but so stupid that the whoever is the tallest person there gets to rule the country, right? Or gets to rule the planet, you know? So that's why you have like the tallest, and you have Zim, who on the face of it is like a terribly dangerous alien, right? But he's so incompetent. Like he's actually like, he thinks he's an absolute genius, right? He thinks that he's a genius, but he's so incompetent. And then you pair that with Dib, who's like his nemesis, who in the same way is like on a surface level like a highly intelligent guy, or thinks he is, likes to think he is at least, you know, but likes to think he is, but like obviously is also an idiot in his own way, you know. Is kind of like Dib is just also somewhat of a fool, and then you just have these then you just have them living in this society of absolute dunderheads, like everybody who lives in the world of the entire society of the world of Invader Zim, except for Gaz, are just idiots. You know, including Zim and including Dib. The only difference being that Zim and Dib are somehow conscious of everybody else being an idiot who lives in there. I neglected my stamina. Like the only difference between the only thing separating Zim and Dib from the other fools of the world they live in is that they know that the society they're in is disgusting and stupid. you know? Like, and I think there's just something so, like, there's something so nuanced about it. That's what makes it so good, you know? And like, Gaz is the only one who, like, Dib's sister Gaz is like the only character who really isn't that stupid, you know? Who isn't a fool. But what's so cool about her is that she actually doesn't give a shit. She's like, yeah, everyone's an idiot. I don't care, you know? Like, I think that's, again, like, it would have been so easy just to be like, yeah, Invader Zim's an alien, and he gets thwarted by his own stupidity, whatever. But it's like the extra layers on top of that that make it really cool. Anyway, that's enough talk about Invader Zim for the time being. I'm actually going to hit you with like maybe a 10-minute, 5 minute break or so, you know, because I'm just going to get some more egg salad. I'm lazy. And I'm going to be back then, so... and we'll do this dungeon. It's a fun one, right? And like, I'm in the zone. I'm ready to do it. I've got nothing else to do until a Pokemon comes to my honey tree, you know? So, I'll be back in a sec, everyone. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Oh, are you going, Katie? Have a great sleep. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. And I'll see you again. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hello everyone, I'm back. Oh, that was delicious. So I'm back. I have I have two things. I have a coffee that I made for myself. I also have some chocolate and this I could talk about the supper, but what I'm going to talk about is this chocolate that I have. So the last time it was the last time it was like the nice French biscuits. This time it's this chocolate that I have that has like salted pretzels in it. And it's not French, it's from Aldi. So I guess it's German, but it's like milk chocolate with salted pretzels in it. It is like so good. It is like to die for. I love it so much. The only problem is it's like too easy to eat, so you're like, I want to eat it and never stop eating it. Oh. So yeah, it's really good. I'm actually gonna like eat it now and get it out of the way, and then I'll be able to concentrate on playing this game. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got bugs in my tummy. Does anyone remember when, like, the Disney Channel, they used to do, like, music videos with the cartoon characters? And, like, they had two of them that had, like, Timon and Pumbaa. And one of them was, like... Am I holding this the right way? Yeah. They had two of them with Timon and Pumbaa. And one of them was like, instead of yummy, 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 I've got love in my tummy, it was Timon and Pumbaa singing yummy, 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 I've got bugs in my tummy. Or one of these guys. Well, he just like took me out. He just started by whacking me one. There's another one over here. They're like a kind of... I love this enemy design, by the way. Like, I think they're a really cool enemy design, just in general. Even if they weren't in a game that utilizes the swordplay the way it does, they'd still be a cool enemy. Fury, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that, like, I would also probably be wowed by the sweets and things that are in Central America. Especially since, like, Central America is, like, the birthplace of chocolate. So, I'm pretty sure I would be amazed. Oh yeah, to get back to supper. It was egg salad, so I made egg salad for lunch, and then I just had some of the leftover egg salad just there because I wasn't hungry enough for a whole dinner. Also, I didn't make anything because I'm doing this. So I just had like leftover egg salad with some bread, with some pumpkin seed bread, and it was really, really good. Like, I love egg salad. Potato salad as well. Like, anything that you get to combine, like, any food where you get to combine, like, mayonnaise, mustard, and basically plus something else that you like is good in my book, right? And those things tick all the boxes. I really vividly remember this being a long dungeon, by the way. Like, I think I was saying it the last time during the fireplace. But it's saying fireplace sounds so weird because it's like it sounds like you're saying the fireplace as in like where you light a fire in your house, but like saying I think I was saying it during in Elden. Let's call it Elden instead of calling it the fireplace. But I feel like both the length of the pre-dungeon, which we just did in the desert, right, and the dungeon itself, like they get bumped up by a lot. I won this election by a lot. They get bumped up by a lot compared to the previous ones. Like, I definitely remember this dungeon being a long one. So I don't know what maybe let's see if that memory holds true. Thank you. That's the thing, is the shipping, right? And then it's not just the shipping, like stuff coming in then for us, like, and it's the same in every country, it's the VAT on top of it. And by VAT I mean the tax and customs charges, you know, that you end up paying on top of everything that comes in. So it's not, then it becomes like even more complicated. I thought you exploded. Do you not explode? Ah! So then, like, you almost don't want to, like for example, for me, if I was sending you stuff, I'd be like, yeah, I'd love to send you things, but then I'd be like, yeah, but I don't want the person to end up having to, like, pay, like, money, like, and I wouldn't even know how much it was, like, customs charges upon entry just to get the thing that I sent them, you know. That's what my concern is always with that stuff, you know. Well, I could have seen this one coming a mile off. You need to get better at, like, not falling for that electricity garbage, I swear. So yeah, this ladder goes down, but there's nothing we can do with it. This ladder goes up, but... Oh, okay, here we go. It's fine. We got this. I prefer to, like, come at it from the other side to get the bomb than to get the bomb and then turn around. This music is cool, by the way. Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like... Do you know what this music sounds really like, actually, now that I think about it? It sounds like some of the final boss music in Majora's Mask. Like, there's some of the final boss music in Majora's Mask that sounds really like this. I'm just thinking of, like, the xylophone in the background, and then, like, the weird, like, I don't know what instrument that is, like, to be honest. But, like, whatever kind of, like, woodwind instrument it is. I like the way the BMOs are in this game. And, like, they just feel fun. At least in this version of the game. Again, I feel like in it wouldn't have been as fun it wasn't as fun in the Wii when I played it. That didn't look fun then. I'm sorry, I'm like being quiet. I'm like not saying anything, but then like I guess there's nothing wrong with that either, you know. Sometimes it's nice just to be quiet. especially on like a Saturday, or no, it's not Saturday. Like what? I was saying this in like the platinum video I was recording earlier. Like basically what it is I have like I'm off today because I'm going working this coming weekend. So my weekend is Thursday and Friday this week. So so that's why I'm off today on like on a Thursday. So which way do I want to go? Do I want to go like that way or in here first? I think I'll try and go here first. And just see what the story is. Maybe I'll be able to like open a shortcut. So yeah, but it like today has really felt like a Saturday, like between and I said the same thing in that video, so sorry, I feel like I'm repeating myself, even though from your perspective I'm not. Like it was just a nice day. I got up, you know, went on a walk to go get some shopping, came back, made some lunch, you know, chilled out, recorded some platinum, recorded some of it. Now I'm streaming this, you know, it's just a nice day. What more can I say? And it was a beautiful sunny day as well. Like a really crisp, bright autumn day. You've got to love that. There's that weird, like, Majora's Mask music again. Can I, like, knock you into these, rocks? There we go, that's how it works. But I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this yet. I feel like we're supposed to wait until we get the dungeon item or something before we start doing this crap. Oh yeah, there's spikes down there. Damn! That wasn't great. It sounds like it sounds so like Majora's Mask. It's unbelievable. I never noticed that before, but it really does sound like it. I need to like listen to that after the stream to see like see if it really does sound like that. But it definitely sounds like my memory of it anyway. The dungeon item. So we got the Gust Bellows. So what can we do with that? We can blow. Most importantly, we can clean Pippet's house so he doesn't have to like live in squalor. That's the most important thing that we can do with this. I almost feel like leaving the dungeon right now just so that we can go and clean Pippet's house. It's a fun item. Like, again, I like that it's different. It's different to, okay, don't, like, don't, hold the button unduly. It's different to the Gust Jar, which I like. So, in Minish Cap, you have, like, the Gust Jar. But it works differently. You kind of like hold it and then it get out of here. You hold it and then you like let it go to blow out a puff of wind or whatever. Golden Skull. I'm glad I came down here into Scorpion Town just for that piece of shit. Ah! Damn it. again, like, I like the items in this game. They're all different to a certain extent. I suppose, like, the mole myths are kind of in, again, Minish Cat. So that's, like, not, that new, per se, to a certain extent. But it's still fun, you know, and it especially, like, when you get the upgraded version of them, you can start, like, having a lot of fun. Just going to open up a shortcut for myself here. Things are going well so far, I must say. But I do remember this dungeon getting difficult. Maybe it's like, I don't know, I have like a... For some reason, I have a memory of this dungeon being at least, like, long and arduous, you know? Which, when you think about it, it's only, like, the third dungeon of not very many, you know, when you think about it as well. Like, there aren't... This game isn't, like, very dungeon-centric. You know what? I don't know what centric this game is, to be honest. I think that's, like, maybe the difficulty with it sometimes is, like... It's like, what does this game want to be? It's not very clear, you know. It's not really exploration-based because... Get out of here. Oh, you're an electric one. I didn't even know that. It's not very exploration-based because it's not like an open-world game, you know. It's also not very combat-based, which I think is, like, obvious, you know. I think, like, if anything, it's kind of like a puzzle-based Zelda game more than anything. Like, there's a large emphasis just on puzzles in general in this one. Let's not fall for the same bullshit again. So what do we do now? So yeah, I think if anything, it's more like, because, again, the combat isn't, like, the main focus, but then also the dungeons aren't really a main focus either. There aren't that many of them, but the ones that there are good. The story, I suppose, is quite story-based, but then again, I don't know. There's nothing that I can do back in here, I don't think. Maybe this is why I have such memories of this dungeon taking so long, is because I get lost and don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, I came in here. Did I come out of here? Yeah, because this is where it's back in time. Then, like, what's over there? Problem is I have no dungeon map, so I don't feel like I came in the same way or something. I guess we looped around is what it feels like. It feels like we just, like, looped around in a circle. That's what it is, because if I... So what happens if I go through here? If I come through here, it's like the first room of the game, right? So then I come up here. The last time... So I go up there, I went up there, and then I came back in and I opened this room with the key. That's what it is. Oh, but now I can do this. I guess, whatever this accomplishes. Yes, and that opens the other door. Okay, we're back on track, everyone. I swear that's why this is probably why this dungeon, like, sticks out in my mind, is just because of its it's just because, like, it probably took me a long time to figure out what I needed to do at various junctures. The dungeons were, like, the one element of this game when I played it the first time where I consistently thought, this dungeon is great. Maybe not the first one is, like, very kind of meh, but, like, once I got to, like, the second dungeon and this one, especially this one, and then again, especially when I got to the next one, when I got to the ancient cistern. That's the name of it. Once I did when I did these dungeons, I was like, the dungeons in this game are really good. And they were like the one thing that kept me engaged was the dungeons and like the design of the game, I suppose, to be fair, you know, as well. Just because like the character design and like that is not what I meant to do. The character design and like the way the game looks. And the story as well, like the characters' personalities as well, I guess. Can you just explode, please? That's what kept me engaged, you know, like and that kept me engaged in spite of the gameplay, you know. And I think that was my big problem with this game. I know I've said it already like 500 times, but like all of my problems with this game like stemmed from those things. I remember them being a pain in the ass. Like all of my problems with this game were because of the gameplay, you know. Because it just wasn't fun to play. Because of the controls and because of the way the controls worked, it wasn't fun. So like when I say like, oh, the dungeons and things kept me engaged while playing this game, they were the only thing that kept me wanting to continue playing it in the first place. Because like actually the process of playing the game itself was constantly telling me, this isn't fun, you're not enjoying this, you're not enjoying playing this is annoying, the controls don't work right, you constantly have to recenter the stupid thing. Like everything about it was like telling me, can you like come down here, please? I remember these things being as annoying as all get out, by the way. Does this hurt you, please? Obviously not. Please go away. Just please leave me alone. No! Where did it drop me off? All the way back here? God damn it. Like, there must be some way of beating this stupid thing. Surely. Like an easier, like an easy way of beating it, surely. I'm just gonna try and get up here as quickly as possible. All that for like a stupid thing, whatever that is. So that just brings me back to the start, which I don't need to do. I think what I need to do is like, oh, not get hit by that would be a good start. I need to go all the way back here. George, you can just stay in here. Like, I have no problem with like getting out of your area and just letting you have the time of your life inside here. Letting you have the time of your life inside here, shooting missiles to your heart's content. I'm not going to get in your way. You don't have to worry about me. You do you, Mr. whatever robot sentry thing you are. couple more of these Hydra things. I can deal with you. I know it was you. Hello? Damn it. I feel like it's almost worth just like hitting the head until like you get a good pattern, because at least then like at least then he gets like slightly stunned. Like I know it's like not the way you're supposed to fight him, but like I feel like doing it that way means like you don't have to contend with his attacks at the same time. Like you can just like keep like stun locking it until you can just keep like stun locking it until the heads line up horizontally, and then you've got it, you know. Because like what else are you supposed to do? Like you saw how many times the what am I trying to say? You saw how many times it like I was just waiting for it to line up and it just wouldn't, and then it just attacks you, you know, before you even have a chance to react. So I definitely feel the RPM strat is the way to go when dealing with those Hydra things. Just keep them stun locked, and just like take your chance when it arises. I feel like I shouldn't be. Well, no, I'll blow all of you off. I thought they were robots first when I came into this. When I came into the dungeon first, I thought they were like little robots, you know, like little guardians in Breath of the Wild, like little defense robots or something like that. Which would be cute as well, like little Roombas or something. Like just these small. Ugh, that's all that's over here. Though one of these days, I shouldn't be like so dismissive. Like one of these days, I'm gonna be playing this, and it's gonna be like you need to have 20 of these amber relics in order to upgrade your sword or something like that, and then I'm gonna feel like a fool. Okay, so what do they want us to do here? Ah, now I've got it. Professor, I think I've got it. I'm looking over at like the screen over there. I'm still very happy with how it's going. What are you? Oh, you're like an Armos statue of some kind. That's what you are. Jeez. Stop holding down the... Whoa! Hold it once to... Hold, like press it once to get the thing out, and then you hold the... Firmly grasp it in your hand, right? Jesus. This thing is gonna kill me. Get out, let me out, please. He nearly had me there. That thing. What a horrid machine. Presuming this is going to be the compass or something, or the map. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at the size of this place. Like, there's only like a couple more rooms, but maybe it isn't as long as I remember it being after all, now that I see it. Maybe it just felt long that day that I did it, because I did it all. I did the desert, and then I did this, and I was playing the game for 4 hours. Maybe. I can guarantee you playing it took longer on the Wii than on this, just because of BS. Convenient. Do you know what I do to the likes of you? I'd break out my bombs. That was a bad idea. That is very clearly not the way they want you to do this. So what way do they want you to do it then? Like, you can't get in there yet. Like, I feel like I can't make this. Yeah, see? At least I opened up the shortcut, so if I die, at least I have one saving grace. That being that it won't take as long to get back in here. Or get back to this point, I mean. See, I think this is like the way to the end of the game. I think this is like one of those dungeons, like one of those dungeons like the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time, where like at the start of the dungeon in this big room, it's pretty much a straight shot to where the boss is, but like you have to go through all of this first to make it happen. I just have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I'm gonna explore a little bit with the beetle at least. Like, what's inside here? Like, again, I feel like, there's nothing to do in here yet. As you come out through there, you push that block down, and then that's how you get in there. So there's nothing else that I have. Like, if I look at the dungeon map... Oh, that's what it is. It's the same as the, as in the desert. Okay, now it makes sense. I'm glad I figured that out. How are you doing there in chat? Are you doing alright today? Fury, are you working today or are you off? Nothing in there. Just out of interest. I'm glad I came out of my way for that. I wonder why there are so many scorpions in this dungeon. What could that mean? Oh, a poem. How sweet. Now, what kind of poem would that be? Mrs. D, Mrs. I, Mrs. FFI, Mrs. C, Mrs. U, Mrs. LTY. There's like this one Matilda YouTube poop that I was watching. That I just looked down and saw that the viewer count had gone up, and I was like, imagine if you joined the stream and the first thing you heard was, there was this one Matilda YouTube poop I was watching. But there was this one like Matilda YouTube poop that I was watching that I had to go pick something up from work. Oh, you're back. Oh, you had to go pick something up from work. There was this one like Matilda YouTube poop that, oh, there's like another way in here. And like there was something like with YouTube poop, in my experience, right? There's like usually like usually like a load of stuff that I don't find funny at all. Like usually it's just kind of like random garbage. But then usually every YouTube poop will have like one moment or two that just crack me up, that just make me laugh. And I think that's what it's all about, right? And there was this one Matilda YouTube poop that I was watching where the moment in it that made me laugh, that like tickled my ribs, was this part where they were, it was like that scene where like where Matilda's dad, Harry Wormwood, where he was talking about like the cars that he sold, and like usually in the film he's like, I bought it for $60. I sold it for $200 or something like that. Like usually that's kind of the, like you get what the idea is, right? But in like this one YouTube poop, the way that they changed, the way that they did it was like they changed it so it said like, I bought it for $60. Or no, it's like, I bought it for $150. I sold it for $2, like that. And he says it like really loud or something. And there's just something like so funny about that. Like the whole like, I bought it for like $500. I sold it for $2, like that. It was just funny. It cracked me up. It's the simple things that get me sometimes. Like the just simple and absurd things, like absurdity. Like something that's just like nonsensical, like will never fail to crack me up sometimes, you know. That chest can just bite me. That just, like, there's no way we're going back for that. No! The door is closed. Obviously after missing some like switch or something. Jeez, whoever lives here must like go to the same housekeeping school as Pipit's mom. This place is dirty as all get out. There must be something I'm missing here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I knew there must be a switch. As soon as I saw that locked door, I knew there must be some way to open it. It's just funny, like the two, like there's just something funny about it. Plus, like Danny DeVito is just funny anyway, the way he says that. But like they're like, it was just a whole like, I bought it for $500. I sold it for $2 like that, and he's like so proud of himself. That's what makes it funny. Like that's what makes it hilarious, is that like he's so proud of Why is the switch already down? Oh, I remember this. I remember this clearly. This is cool. I remember this now. I'm just gonna open this up. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Is that like a shortcut back there or something though? I'm not sure like what order it wants me to do everything in now. It's like, whoa, whoa, you're a big fella. You're a big guy. For you. For you. And we give it all to you. Like, it's Bane. Whoever thought that Bane would become such like a huge element of my Let's Plays, right? Or of my content in general. Work sent you another laptop? A better one? Or, like... Oh, I have to time this. I hope I don't, anyway. I sure hope it does. Roadworks ahead. What does it? Oh, it brings it back here. It gives it... We give it back to you. That's what it does. But I feel like I'm still not seeing everything down here that I should be seeing. Well, this piece, a hunk of junk, but including this thing that I never want to see as long as I live. You just come down here. I'm gonna be blowing this pinwheel here, and that thing's just gonna be shooting missiles up my ass. The exact same one? Get away. I don't need you in my life. Like, is this like the way to the end of the... No, because there's this whole giant room. I remember this room. Like, I remember that room. It's giant and it has like 500 fucking conveyor belts in it. And like 500 conveyor belts that all want to kill you. If I stay on like this side of the thing, can they like not see me? Well, they can see me, but they can't hit me, which is like half the battle, right? And at that, it's the more important half. See, this is the shortcut now. Now we can open this up. Docking station for the laptop, not the same one, but they sent me the laptop. So now you have two laptops? Is that what I'm understanding here? You have $2. You have two laptops when you should have one, and a docking station for that self-same laptop. That's kind of crummy. Like, I'll just put it that way. That's kind of crummy. It's like having 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife, right? It's meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. She did like a live version of that song where like in the spirit of inclusion, she changed the lyric to it was like an unplugged version. She changed the lyric to like meeting the man of your dreams and meeting his beautiful husband, which I like the move in terms of like being more inclusive. However, it sounds garbage. Like it sounds garbage. It really does. Like it sounds like it just sounds stupid. I'm gonna try and get this guy out of here because we're gonna have to eventually, right? Anyway. Because she says, like, it's like meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful husband, like that. Come on, Link, we can do it. It's a great song. It's like it's a really good song. So now do I like hit it and hit it again? Is that what it wants me to do? Get it like propelling in the other direction? There we go. It's like I love the way the video is her just like rocking it, driving in her car. Because it's exactly the kind of song that you can do that to, you know, when you're in your car and you're just like rocking out because like nobody's there, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's it totally is that kind of energy. I don't know, I don't think that, like, I think it's hard to change the lyrics of that and make it sound good because it wants to be, like, for a couple of reasons. One, it seems to, like, one, you end up, like, losing the rhyme of, like, life and wife, you know, in one way, which you can get over. Like, rhyming isn't everything at the end of the day. But the other thing is that, like, it wants to be, like, a single, it wants to be, like, a... I got blown off the wall. It wants to be, like... It wants to be, like, a single syllable word or something. It's like husband or partner. It's like it changes the... It changes, like, the syllable load, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And it just ends up sounding clunky compared to how smooth, and it sticks out especially because of, like, how smooth the original felt, you know? So I don't know what else you could do, to be honest. I think, like, you just kind of get used to hearing meeting his beautiful partner or meeting their beautiful husband or whatever, you know. But it just sounds like clunky or something like that is what I think. How does this help me, game? Bringing this, like, completely impotent platform over to me? I feel like I'm missing something else, like back in this direction or something. Yeah, of course. I am. Yeah, there's probably, like, a couple of options there. I still think it was cool that she did it, because it wasn't at a time when everyone was doing that either, you know? So it wasn't necessarily like a... like, it wasn't necessarily a, something that was without risk, you know? Like, it was still a time when that was going to alienate a lot of people. So I think, like, even more props in terms of the context of the time, because really, things have changed a lot, like, over... I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that things are changing so quickly in terms of societal acceptance of a lot of things, in terms of gender and sexuality and race, you know. Things are changing. There are still a lot of things that need to change, but you know what, things are going in. Sometimes it feels like things are going backwards, I think, in some places, not everywhere, you know. I'm glad that in Ireland things feel like they're going in the right direction, you know. They're not going backwards. Like, I feel in Ireland whoa, there we go. I feel like in Ireland things have moved very quickly, over the past, like, even like 15 years, you know. Things have like changed a lot. Like even like 20-25 years, yes, but like especially in like the last 15 years, things in Ireland have changed so much, which I think is great. Like I think it's, especially when you're thinking about like Ireland as being like a country which, even when I was like a child, like I went to when I was in school in the 90s, you're talking about growing up in a country which was like 95 or more percent. There's another one of those stupid things. I swear, like I think it's just easier to ignore them, to be honest. The which was like the Ireland that I grew up in was like 99% white Catholic people, you know, and quite religious Catholicism at that, not just like, you know, like on paper, you know, people were quite pious, I suppose is the word. This thing, I swear, it is like the worst enemy in this entire game. It's even worse than the Magnet Amies. It's worse than the Triple Fudge Packers. Like, how are you supposed to beat this thing? It never comes close enough for you to hit it. So you're talking about like going from a country which was like heavily like can you just please like come down here so I can hit you? Literally like the worst enemy in the game. You're talking about like in a relatively short amount of time going from like a deeply like a country where every element of culture and society was influenced by being a homogenous Catholic country to being a modern European country in the space of 10-15 years, you know, or 20 years, like, and I think that's a big deal to be perfectly honest. So we need to go like this end, the far end, then the middle. Okay, I've got it. Oh, we just got to hit the things in that order then. Well, that's fine. I'll just get them all done and then I'll hit them with the beetle. Oh, so it's another one of those enemies that I have no hope of beating because I don't have a shield. It's like, I should have known. Thank you, Fury. But yeah, I would say now, like, Ireland isn't a Catholic country at all. I think that, like, I would not say that I think we're after becoming just as secular as countries like Germany or France or whatever, you know, like other modern cosmopolitan European countries. I definitely feel that way. I find that one of the things that's important to me anyway is that like we are just a very accepting country and society, in terms of just in general, we really don't care how people live their lives as long as like nobody's, as long as it's not hurting anyone, then who cares, you know? So I think like the last couple of like my generation and even like my parents' generations, you know, like when you think about it, like I'm very proud of like my generations, like my parents and my grandparents even, you know, where for them, like especially for my grandparents' generation, for them, like the country has changed so much since they grew up or whatever, you know, or since they were younger, but they've like changed with it, and I don't think that always happens, so it's something to be very proud of, I think, you know. Don't do this, Harry. They're like the dog! Oh! I'm gonna feel like so stupid. I was literally just about to say they're like the dog in Tom and Jerry, where they can't like come outside this circle. There we go. We'll get it. We'll get it. Yeah, I think at least things are changing in the right direction, or are going in the right direction, you know. It'll come with time. Like, I'll give you an example, like in terms of Ireland, like in Ireland you weren't able to divorce until 1996. Like, I think that's like the most crazy thing. Like in Ireland, like divorce was not a thing. Divorce. Ha 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 ha. Can you please, like, just, like, stop being so, like, aggressive? Like, divorce wasn't a thing until 1996, you know? Like, homosexuality wasn't, like, was illegal up until like the whenever, early 90s, late 80s, something like that. The ancient circuit, that's useful. And then like just things went extremely quickly after that. Like we legalized same-sex marriage in 2015. We legalized we legalized regulated abortion in 2018 or whatever. Like things have just become extremely progressive extremely quickly, and I think that's a really good thing. So as long as things are moving in the right direction, I think like the most important thing to do is just keep on keeping on and keep working for it, you know. That's the most important thing. Yes, very rapidly. I think in like part of it is like, and I think like one of the reasons why is really because of the fact that as a people, you know, as a society here, we generally are very kind of easygoing and accepting, you know, when we want to like people, so we're not very dogmatic as a result, you know. So which way does it want me to go now? Pretty much just wants me to leave again, I guess. Oh no, go out here, maybe? I guess is where it wants me to go. Like, go out this door. Again, how many times am I going to do that? I think it's when I see like things going backwards that's like the scary thing, because it reminds you that you have to be like things can be easy come easy go, unfortunately, you know, and we've seen that throughout history, you know. Like when I see like in the United States, where previously there have been more progressive. Where is this door that I'm looking for? It's like down here. How the hell am I supposed to get down there? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go at it that way. Like when you see like certain states that would have had certain like civil rights previously, and then and that starts being chipped away at. That's like what's scary to me, you know. Don't blow me off, please. You need to like keep on it, you know, that's the thing. Like sometimes it is easy come, easy go, and it's really sad. But that's the way it is sometimes. Now we can get into that thing. That door there. Ah, now I see. Like, can you see it as well? Like in Europe you see it too, and it's very scary. But you see like in countries like Poland or Hungary, or even in like Austria, increasingly as well, which is very scary, because like we would see Austria as being like a progressive, like not necessarily in the same way as Germany or the Nordic countries, but still. And you see like certain elements in German society as well getting a little bit scary. So. Oh well, that was easy. Hello? Oh no. I think like it's actually this way. Or Turkey as well, as an example, you know, the same thing. You see those kind of like civil rights eroding. Like, I'll tell you this much, like, and this is like might be a controversial view, but like Poland and Hungary are in the EU at the moment, but I think if their policies, the policies that they have now, if they had been that way prior, like at the time when they were joining the EU, they wouldn't have been permitted to join the EU. We wouldn't have signed them in, you know. If you know what I mean. So I think it's like, it's important not to just sit on your laurels and say, okay, well look, we did it, yay, you know. You have to be vigilant about preserving civil rights and civil liberties as well. Like when you look at like I'll give you an example, even in terms of Germany. When you think of like Germany in the 1930s, the Weimar Republic or whatever, like it was probably like the most progressive Western society there was. You know, like you saw like great strides in terms of like the arts and the and in all sorts of like visual art and cinema and music and everything like that, with expressionism. I don't jump enough when I'm playing this game as well, which is funny because usually I'm like a serial jumper in Zelda games, you know. This is a cool boss battle, I must say. I can't believe we're like almost finished the dungeon already. This is the part that I don't remember. Trust. We're like making mincemeat out of this scorpion. Where is he though? I see him over there. Was that it? Seriously? Could you have kept it going a little bit longer, Mr. Scorpion? My honey tree isn't ready yet, I fear. That went faster than I remember, but it was still, like, I still think that's, like, dungeon feels like twice as long as the fire one does. Or technically, it's called the Earth Temple. I never talked about that the last time. The fact that it's, like, called the Earth Temple, that fire dungeon. Another beautiful plump heart container. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful in this game, the pieces of heart and the heart containers. We've got some, like, big cutscenes coming up as far as I know as well. All good, Fury. You know me, I'll just fill up the air, you know, I'll just talk and talk and talk and talk. This is so cool, I remember this. I feel like I'm ready to do the tier list, the Zelda tier list, by the way, ranking the Zelda games. Because, I feel like I've played enough of this now to be able to have an objective opinion about it. And that's what I was kind of waiting for. I didn't want to, that's what I was waiting for. I didn't want to, This looks so beautiful. Oh my god. Like, look at this. It's so cool. Hop in. We'll take the Spruce Moose. I didn't want to, like, do the Zelda tier list and rank them up until I'd played enough of this to really know what my opinion of it was going to be. But I feel like I've played enough of it now to be able to rank them, because the important thing for me is that, like, when I do the Zelda tier list, maybe we'll do that the next time. There's a couple of tier lists that I want to do. I want to do Zelda games, I want to do Zelda bosses. There's like a couple of them. The important thing is I want to be able to evaluate them in a vacuum, so like with no nostalgia, with no subjectivity, or as little as is humanly possible, you know. There's Zelda. I shouldn't be interrupting, talking about my garbage. This coffee is delicious. Oh yeah, remember, we did that whole dungeon just to get on the other side of those rocks where that Goron is. Oh, don't tell me we have to fight you again. I'm not ready for this jelly. I love Impa in this game. She, like, just, like, kicks major ass. She's so cool. Like, both her, like, design and also, like, the stuff she does. I love that this, like, mimics Ocarina of Time. Like, I think it's a really nice touch. It's like a... It just mimics the scene in Ocarina of Time where Zelda's escaping with Impa and tosses you the Ocarina of Time. It's so cool. No! Just go, Your Grace, go! We've got this covered. Yeah, see, Impa? Am I late? I'll just say protect Zelda. I'm serious, Link. Looks like we're after earning a little Ori SPCT. You must go now. Return to the old woman at the sealed grounds. Tell her what happened. She will know where you must go. Yeah, she always kicks ass. As I say, even like big Impa from Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons kicks ass as well. That kind of mimics the Twilight Princess where like Midna goes through the gate of the whatever it's called, the you take pleasure in punishing me. I'll make the affair so excruciating you'll deafen yourself with the shrill sound of your own screams. I just can't take him seriously as a villain, you know. I just like, whatever, Girahim. See ya. That kind of mimics the scene at the end of Twilight Princess where Impa destroys the Mirror of Twilight when she's slipping through there. A report, Master. I can no longer detect Zelda's aura. Princess Aurora. Oh no, we can no longer search for Zelda. The Ancient One. That's her name. Don't wear it out or she'll make you buy her a new one. We'll go to the Sealed Temple eventually. I think the most important thing that we need to do is we need to clean Pippet's house. I like that. That is high priority. Once we do that, this series is over. That is like the goal. This is like Pippet's house percent is what is what this is. I can't believe we finished that dungeon already. Actually, though, it actually went faster than I thought it would. Hey, Gorko. There's a secret passage. Why'd you not tell me? I was too busy. Yeah, I'll probably see you there, Gorko. Like, how is he making it to the different, like, areas? Like, and we can't? There's a bird statue here. So let's go to the sky. Are you ready for cleaning Pippet's house? It's the most important part of the game. I'm not going to the Sealed Temple yet. We'll save that for the next stream. For now, I think, or maybe I'll save Pippet's house for the next stream as well. Start off on like a high note, you know. I think for now, after the desert and the dungeon, it's like I think it's time to maybe call it an evening. We'll go and talk to Pippet at least. See what he's up to these days. Oh, there's Fledge. I don't want to see you. I'm still not talking to you. We'll say I don't want to clean his house yet. I'll do it the next time. I want to save it. I want to savor this moment, savor the suspense. Been pretty upbeat lately. That's the spirit. See, he's encouraging. He's a great guy. He's the only one that gives us words of encouragement. Everyone else just doesn't, you know. He's such a great guy. There's Zelda's room. Inspector Horwell's room. Inspector Owlan's room. Where's Link's room? There's Karane, that bitch. That intergalactic space hussy. The bath. Treasure bath. Treasure bath. I think Link's room is downstairs with like all those, with Fledge. Fledge probably has some sort of like peephole installed. Colin and Stritch. This is the other toilet, isn't it? Yeah. Fledge. I bet I'm next door, yeah. Anyway. Look, there's not even a wall between us. He can totally peep us from underneath here. That little pervert. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this stream of Skyward Sword. I'm just going to save, but there's no bird. I forgot that you don't save by going to sleep. I was looking for a bed so I could sleep when really what I need is a bird statue. So that we can save, and we'll call it a day for now. That was really fun. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you to everybody for calling out this evening. I really appreciate it, always. For now, we're going to save. Yes. It was really, really fun. For now, we're gonna... I'm just like... How do I quit? I have to select save and quit down here. I'm gonna go chill out for a little bit. I'm gonna get this video sent to YouTube to go up tomorrow maybe, or maybe tonight, and then I'm gonna check my honey tree. Like I can't handle the suspense of waiting another hour to check my honey tree and record another video of Pokemon Platinum to see what's even in there. So. Yeah, I'm delighted the stream seems to run smoothly this time, thankfully. So thank you very much for watching and for joining. I appreciate it. It was really fun hanging out and just kind of chatting. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye now. Have a good weekend in advance.